Ramon Alvarez and Gerald Baby Miller on the main event and Gabriel Rosado on the undercard. You're telling me I'm going to pay that type of fight? It's a stacked card. They give you a stacked fucking card. You're watching boxing all day. I could see that the model's going there now. It's going to this type of streaming service type thing on free TV. I could see it happening right now, and I see it, and I kind of liked it. I would wish there would be more fighters, but I'm probably gonna go to you because you were talking about this before we got on the air. Eddie Hearn's comments about what it meant to be a DAZN fighter, because I saw their list of the fighters they have. They don't have a big roster to intrigue people to want to pay it. The only reason I paid is because I like boxing. I'm starting to get to MMA. I like Bellator. I like UFC. But if Bellator's going to be on their list with boxing in the World Boxing Super Series, and the fact that we do a boxing podcast, and there are times we can't even watch the fights live because I don't want to pay DAZN, and now that I have the money, might as well pay DAZN and might as well be in knee deep in that fucking DAZN shit watching these fights. So, I bring it back to you, Brian. You said you saw a video on YouTube in which Eddie Hearn, once again, spin his magic, spin the story, because he made a statement saying, hey, if you want to fight Canelo, if you want to fight Joshua, you got to be a DAZN fighter. And people took it as like, what the fuck do you mean? You telling me I got to sign with you? Blah, blah, blah. You talked about it a couple episodes ago. We speculated. Well, Brian, speculation's over. Eddie Hearn, in his eyes and his out of his mouth, has clarified what it means, what he meant when he means you got to be a DAZN fighter. So, Brian, the mic is yours.
Yeah, I was on YouTube, and again, I don't know if it was Fight Hype or Fight Hub. Shout out to them, by the way, to Fight Hub, Fight Hype and Fight Hub. But Eddie Hearn was explaining that when he said that, you know, you have to be a DAZN fighter to fight guys like Canelo Alvarez, he said that it doesn't mean you have to sign with DAZN. He was explaining, saying that if you want to fight, you know, guys like him, guys like Canelo, the fight has to take place in DAZN. That's basically what he was trying to say. He wasn't saying, well, in his words, he was saying that, you don't need to be signed with DAZN. You don't have to actually be a DAZN fighter. It's just that the fight has to be in DAZN. I hope I'm getting everybody. I hope I'm getting through with everybody. But that's what he said. That the fight has to be streamed by DAZN, nowhere else. On Showtime, ESPN. If you're fighting Canelo Alvarez, the fight has to be shown on DAZN.
Okay, so if I'm Canelo, if I'm a middleweight champ, if I'm a middleweight contender, and I'm gonna fight Canelo Alvarez, and let's say I have an exclusive deal with Showtime. Let's say I'm one of the Charlo brothers. Fuck this whole like, oh, I'm a fighter. No, I'm one of the Charlo brothers, and let's say, because I don't think they have a contract with Showtime, because from the looks of it, they're fighting on Fox.
Yeah.
And I come, hey, I want to fight Canelo. Okay, well, we'll give you the Canelo fight, but you gotta fight in DAZN. Well, no, I got a contract with Showtime. Well, fuck you, then we're not getting business then. Is that what you're telling me? So, are you telling me that I don't have to sign? I don't have to sign to Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing. I don't got to sign to Golden Boy Promotions to get these fights. All I got to do is sign on the dotted line and agree that I will fight on DAZN.
Yes, that's basically what he's saying. Yes.
Do you believe?
That's what it sounds like. I don't take any word from that guy. No.
Eddie Hearn sounds like the type of guy that you'll talk to, and after the conversation, you check your pocket and make sure he didn't steal your wallet.
Exactly. So I didn't easily go, oh, okay, then that sounds a lot better now. You get me? Like, oh, okay, like he cleared this. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see something like that.
Does this have to do with the conversation Oscar said, well, Eddie runs his thing? My thing is, why does Eddie have to mention Canelo? Canelo's not even part of Matchroom Boxing.
That's also, I was kind of mentioned too, like, why is he mentioning him if he's not promoting him? He's not really associated with him. I think that's another word, right? He's not associated with him.
There's not even a co-promotion.
No. So why is he saying that?
You know, I mean, of course, Oscar's not going to take the fight to Showtime if Canelo has an exclusive 5-year, 11-fight deal with DAZN. Of course, you know, we're not going to pack our bags and go to Showtime for a pay-per-view fight. Hey, we're here. They're paying us. We already structured out the payment. That's it.
I'm sure Oscar agrees with him too, with the idea like, you want to fight my fighter? Okay, cool. Just come over here. Not sign with this, but the fight has to be shown by DAZN.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because this is the same Eddie Hearn that said, I'll give you the Joshua fight, but I have to promote the next 2 fights you do. Why was it so? Why was it so much that Eddie wanted to promote Wilder? Wilder is a free agent. He has a manager. that he was like, well, I gotta promote your fights, and they gotta be in the UK, and they gotta be with Sky Sports. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, just give me the fight. We'll clear everything up. And then same thing with Oscar De La Hoya, and I'm bringing him in the list because he's another guy that said, hey, fuck it, just come over and fight us. That's it. You don't gotta sign. Just come over and fight.
Yeah.
But here's another guy that offered a fight to Mikey Garcia to fight Miguel Cotto, and Mikey's like jumped on the opportunity because fuck yeah, I'll fight Miguel Cotto. Oh, but you gotta sign this fucking contract with us. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
So
shit.
You're telling the public, okay, you don't have to be. I mean, they're not saying it, but the way they're making it seem is you don't have to sign with us. You don't have to sign an exclusive deal with DAZN, but because the fighters we have here are exclusive to DAZN, you have to fight on this network or on this streaming service. We can't go to Showtime. Even if Showtime throws a fucking a dump truck full of money, we can't come. We gotta be in DAZN. So does that mean, are they gonna try to offer them a promotion contract, or is it gonna be like, look, we're going to pay you this amount, and the fight has to be no matter what on DAZN. That's it. If that's the case, say, hey, get the Charlo fight done.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing I was also thinking too. Like, if it's that simple, if you want to put it that way, then yeah, make that fight happen. Then it shouldn't be a problem. Then
book the fucking fight.
All Charlo has to do is agree. Okay, fine. I'll fight.
All Charlo has to do is get past Willie Monroe.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, the fight should not be a problem. But
so technically, what they're saying,
there is going to be a problem.
So what they're saying, there's no fight that should be a problem as long as these fighters understand it has to be on DAZN.
Exactly. As long as we, the team of DAZN, they stream it. You get me? Yeah, exactly. It has to be there. Like you said it. It can't be. We can't go to Showtime. We can't pack our bags to go to Showtime. I think I'm pretty sure that goes with also guys on ESPN with Top Rank. I'm pretty sure. It's the same thing with, I think, everybody. I think he was trying to say that anybody can come in and challenge our fighters, but we're not asking you to sign with us. Just know that we're streaming the fight.
I mean, is this good for boxing in that way? Because you're dividing it again. We had that division where, like, there were Showtime fighters and there were HBO fighters. Oh, it happens to be the other guy want to fight across the pond, but the networks don't want to work with each other. So how is this going to work? I mean, promoters. It's already hard enough to get promoters to work with each other. I mean, now you got networks that are gonna be like, well, no, he's our guy. Well, no, we have our own guy, and he's tied here too. I mean, we have to wait and see because the only big fight that would probably be prevented to be made would be Wilder versus Joshua because Wilder is gonna fight on pay-per-view this December against next month against Fury, and Joshua is exclusively on DAZN right now, so. This will be the first time we're going to find out if Eddie's right. You don't got to sign an exclusive contract to nobody. You just have to understand you're coming here to DAZN for the fight to be made. For the fight to be televised, I'm sorry.
That's good.
If that's not a problem for Wilder, I think this is kind of giving already an early giving us an early indication of how the negotiation with Wilder is going to happen if and when Wilder gets through Fury, which we'll talk about in a couple weeks. How that fight's gonna go? Because if this fight with Josh, if Fury loses when Wilder wins and Joshua wins his match, and of course there's a collision course, and let's say everything's agreed upon, the only difference is the network, then it's gonna fall on Wilder that this fight doesn't get made, because Eddie Hearn has gone on the internet and said, hey, you don't gotta sign to me, you don't gotta sign to DAZN. You just have to understand that the fight's going to be done here and here only. So, and I know I'm jumping the gun, and I know that people here on the show are going to be like, what the fuck? You don't believe everything Eddie says? No, I'm telling you right now. If I would ever talk to Eddie Hearn and he would have walked away, I would look in my pockets to make sure I got my fucking wallet. And I would call my wife to make sure that we still have our house, because maybe he took the deed to my house too. Look, that's the type of guy that I think he is. I'm not saying I'm taking his word, but I'm just also giving that scenario of if he's telling the truth, are these fights going to be easily be made for fighters like the Charlos, for Jermell Charlo, for Deontay Wilder, for any fighter who's on DAZN? Is this fight going to be easily be made, or are we going to keep hitting these fucking roadblocks when we find out later on that Eddie Hearn is saying otherwise to the fighters, like, well, no, you got to sign this contract here that says we exclusively put your shit here, which has happened before where he's contradicted himself. But I mean,
I think this is going to be a very tough negotiation. I mean, yeah, again, if Wilder gets past Fury and what's his name, and Joshua, gets past whoever is his next opponent, it's going to be a tough one because. Yeah, like you said, we're gonna see. All right, if this is true, and yeah, is the weight gonna be on Wilder? But something tells me, if they agree, right? If they agree to the fight, I do believe it's gonna happen on DAZN. I don't know why. I have a feeling like at the end of the day, I think the fight will be air live or whatever stream by DAZN. I don't know why. For some reason, now I'm thinking that it will not be on pay per view. I do believe at the end they're gonna agree. No, it's gonna happen in DAZN.
Mm.
But it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very interesting one. It's going to be a very tough one. I can only imagine. I can imagine after they said yes and everything, after all the fight ends, I can just hear Wilder, either he wins or lose, I can hear Wilder saying, I would never want to work with these motherfuckers ever again because they were very tough to negotiate. I remember Floyd said something like that after the Pacquiao fight. I don't want to, work with them anymore and all that. And I feel like Wilder will say something like that.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, we're trying to look in his crystal ball. We're going to see. Changing subject real quick, a little gap. We usually put fan questions up. We only had one fan question. Brian, this is geared towards you by ASU Godoy. And he puts, what are your thoughts about Chavez wanting a fight with a rematch with Canelo and then possibly wanting to fight Floyd at 160?
Motherfucker needs to lay off the drugs. I saw that video. I'm like, what the fuck makes him think that he's easily gonna beat Canelo Alvarez? I feel like no matter what fucking weight class, man, he still fucking loses.
Well, he said he avoided him, that he fucked up because you made it I'm gonna say that you didn't fight him in his natural weight class, which I don't know what his natural weight class is.
Yeah, I don't know either. All I kept saying, this guy needs to get off the drugs. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Again, why are we talking about this motherfucker? But yeah, a rematch with him, which I doubt will fucking happen. It's not gonna happen. But if it does happen, he gets his ass whooped again. It's just that simple. There's no, you can't. Nobody in this fucking world can ask themselves, "Fuck, I wonder what happens in the rematch." It's gonna be the same thing from the first one. So.
I'm trying to look for that video too. That video got taken off.
Got taken out, really? Yeah. That's fucking weird. But
looking for it right now.
Yeah, he's just talking out of his ass.
Talking about Chavez Jr. What are your thoughts about him fighting Alfredo Angulo on the undercard of Wilder Fury? What do you mean? You don't care?
Don't care. What should I expect? What?
It's the son of the Mexican legend.
Yeah, don't care.
The son of the Mexican legend.
Not give a fuck about him, no.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here it is. Found it.
Okay.
Number one for Canelo rematch at 168.
You want to rematch with Canelo?
Of course, they want to knock out him in my weight.
You want to knock him out at your weight?
Why now fighting in this weight?
Right.
Why in the fight not fight 168?
Now he's fighting 168.
160 only Mayweather.
Right. Oh, so you want to fight Mayweather?
No, he's money,
So he said, I want a rematch against Canelo at 168. And he says, you want a rematch? He goes, yeah, why not? Why all of a sudden now Canelo's fighting at 168? But basically, he's saying, look, he drained me in the fight because I had to make 164.5, which is a super Canelo weight. And all of a sudden now he wants to fight at 168. I deserve a rematch. I will do better. He'll only come down. He just said right now, I will only fight in catch weights if it's against Mayweather, and 160 is the limit. And then the guy, of course, from TMZ goes, you mean you'll fight Mayweather? And he goes, come on, for the money. So, and that was my impression of Julio Chavez Jr., by my folks. So, of course, Julio Chavez,
fucking douche.
He knows he has a name. He knows guys like me would try to annoy people like you, Brian, in talking about this. Your thoughts about it? I mean, we'll get off the subject right away. But your thoughts on me about the video, about him saying he wants to fight Canelo, why all of a sudden he wants to fight at 168? Give me the rematch because that's my natural weight. My question is, did he ever have a natural weight?
Exactly. This guy never really had a natural weight. So what the fuck is him saying? Oh, you should fuck me.
He could
my
fight
natural
Floyd.
weight.
He could fight Floyd, man. Floyd's looking. Maybe Floyd might want to come back, redeem himself from that